This is the era of business intelligence analytics, and Power BI is leading that. You want to learn Power BI? This is the channel for you. Beginner series 200 plus videos, advanced series 100 plus videos, and if you are absolute beginner, don't know anything in Power BI, then start with 4 live videos. Subscribe to the channel. Hello and welcome to another video on beginner tutorial series, and in today's video we are going to discuss one Power Query function, and the function is table.replaceRows. What does table.replaceRows does? So basically table.replaceRows takes a table as input argument. It takes an offset, means the starting position, the count, the number of rows count, and the row list to be replaced. So basically you can say start from a particular number, remove that many rows, and you can replace that rows with another set of rows. Okay, so you can see replace a specific number of rows count in the input table with the specified number of row beginning after the offset. The rows parameter is as the list of records, so it's going to replace with those list of records. And it finally returns a table. So table dot replace value is going to return a table, so we are going to get output as a table. One example has been given, table dot replace rows. Table from record means this table has been created, and in from starting position 1, offset is this is 1, 2, and this is 3. So this is the offset and the count, and it should be get replaced with 2 rows, which is basically these are records. If you understand square bracket, we write down records, and we should replace it with these 2 records. And you can see here basically these 3 rows we are not getting. Instead of that we got 6 and 7. So let's go ahead and try this out and let us see. So let's jump onto the Power BI. Now I am on the Power BI. I already opened my Power BI. Now we have to go to Power Query. For that we will go to the Home tab, transform data, and that will take us to Power Query. Now in Power Query, let's have a look at if we can do something with our existing tables. So this table seems a good candidate. What we can do is basically let's look how this table has been created. We go to the advanced properties. Yeah, this table is something which has been created using hash table. Let's take this table, and with the help of this table we are going to create 2 tables. So how I'm going to do is new source, and in the new source under the home tab, new source blank query. I got a blank query. Let me write down rep1 replace table 1, and in the replace table 1 right click and advanced editor. In the advanced editor write down the same. I write down my code. So here I'm creating a table with a number, b tax, and c date, and I have few records. Let me add few more records out here. So I add one more record, one more, fine. So I have 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so I got 5, 6, and 7. I got the table with the records, and let me see what's here. Okay, so we got a table. Now when we wanted to do replace order, we would be needing records. Okay, and records are going to be little bit different. So we need rows, basically rows. So we need to have rows. So let's see how we are going to create rows at that time. So let's go ahead and create this. Now let's look. So now we have a table which we can replace. Now let's look at the syntax once again. So in the syntax, the second column is basically the rows, basically which are rows as list. So we need rows as list, and rows is nothing but records here. So we need to create some records here. So let's look. Let's try to create some records here. Okay, so let's have another row where let's say underscore record records. We need that underscore, and we start a bracket, and in the bracket we'll say, let's say a is equals to 10 comma b is equals to 15 comma c equals to, let's give some date, and let's also change some dates here. We do 10 11 11 23. Okay, and let's have a date here. Okay, so we got one record, comma, and let's get one more record. So this should act as a list of record. Let's change the value as 11. And the second one is basically a text column. So we were having A, B, C, something like that. Let's have K and M. Okay, so we have K and M. If it doesn't work, we'll take the source example. Now I want to replace, so table dot replace rows. So we'll say new, or we'll say replace step. What is the replace step? Again, last row we need to have a comma. Replace step is table dot replace. We have replaced value also, we have replaced rows, so we are going to use replace rows. What's our table? Table is source. Then what do we want to replace? We want to, let's say, replace, want to start with 1. We want to remove 2 rows, and then we want to replace it with underscore record. Okay, let us see, does it take? And then finally, if it is successful, return this one. We want to return the replace also. Success or failure, this has to return this one. So let's look at, these are the rows, and we are saying from one number, means from here replace 2 records. So 2 records should get replaced, and then we should get another 2 records, 10 and 11. Let's see, done. We are getting error. Let's see what is the error. The field B wasn't recognized. So we have B and we have C. Okay, let's look at this. I think problem should be with CD. Let's look what is the error. Field B, field B, field B. Let's look at it. Let's go here. Advanced editor. So we have B as text, C space D. I doubt C space D. D, and I also have problem here. B is capital basically. C. So you need to have the same column name. So B and C space D. That's the name we have. Okay. Let's try now. Now it is correct. So column name, see, case sensitivity. That's what the Power Query is for you. Power Query need to be is case sensitive. So because Power Query is case sensitive, what you need to do basically is you need to make sure that you are taken care of that case sensitivity. So when we created this records basically, so A is capital, B is capital, C space D was small, and then we can values inside, we can give anything as long as they are from the same data type. And you can see the 2 records get removed, 2 and 3 got removed. So if you go to the back step, you see 2 and 3 here, and those were replaced with these 2 records. You can see the records here by clicking in the empty space, and this got replaced. Now can I replace only 2? No, I can replace as many as you want, but I'll get only 2 records because I am merging 2 records. See, now the records are started reducing. The reason for that is because I am taking out 3 records and I am giving back only 2 records. So in this manner, what's happening, you given 2 records, you taken out 3 reports. Same way I can bring in, a table, and there I can change it, fine. But as long as I am able to give records from table to rows, we can convert table to rows. We have a function. So let's see if we have this table 2. Okay, now let us see, can we do one more operation here. Let's duplicate this. We have duplicate, right click, rename, or double click also, it will leave you here. So now let's go right click, advanced editor. Here let's say table to rows, and we say table 2. Fine, we say table 2 rows, table 2, and because they are going to have the same kind of record, let's start these number with 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and let's say AA, AB, AC, AD, AE, AF, AG. So that's what we are saying. So now what we are saying is that there is already existing table which is having the similar kind of structure. We say table to rows, table to, and then replace this as record. So let's say, does it happen? Now it is giving error. Let's understand. We cannot convert the value of type list to records. So let's say what we are getting here. We are getting list. So table to rows is not something we get. Okay, we go to the advanced editor and we say table to records. We say convert table to records. Then we do okay. And now it is coming. So look at what record does. So we needed list of records, and the what function is working for us? Table to records. So if I want to merge another table, so I have to first do table to records. We do table to records. We got the records as a list of records, and that's what we are replacing there. And then you can see that I have be able to get the 4 rows from the second table here. I can only replace 1 row and give it here. What happen if I say 0 here? See, nothing got removed. So this is now right what like working is, and at a particular report I am inserting my rows. So at a particular record I am inserting my rows in between. So replace is replace, but it is not replacing anything. You can see 11, 12, 13 everything is coming in. We are able to insert, or we can say okay, replace 4 rows or 3 rows. Let's say we give 10 rows. We don't have 10 rows. After that what happens? It gives an error because it is not able to find the records, not sufficient records. So let's give 4. It works. Let's try -1 also. -1 is not supported. So we can give 0, and we can give a number less than whatever is available number of records that we can give. We can give 1, 2, 3, 4 and equal to the number of records available. That's many row we can replace. So go ahead and try this out, and do let me know what else you want me to cover in this particular series. Thanks for watching this video. Keep watching, keep asking questions in comments, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification for new videos. Thank you.